Hey, Allison.
Hey, Kat.
Where are you today, and who do you have with you?
I am at the Green Bean Coffee House.
And who do you have with you?
And I'm with Alyssa and Summer.
Hello.
Hi.
So what we're going to do today is we're just going to talk about their cafe, how you guys started, why you guys are in this location, what brought you to open up your cafe. So I guess we could just start with the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Green Bean has been open for about 6 or 7 years. We were opened by Sanctuary Church to kind of be a community center in this neighborhood in North Seattle. 2 years ago, October 23rd, an arsonist burnt down our first location. And so we moved into a temporary location in another local business. They offered to share their space with us for about 6 months while we found a new space. And so we're now located inside of what used to be for about 30 years a McDonald's. So this is a McDonald's building that we've converted into a locally run coffee shop.
But we'll do a tour later, and so people will see it doesn't really look like a McDonald's anymore.
So I guess with this coffee shop, you said it was opened up by a church, community center. Is that, what else, why coffee shop, I guess?
Yeah. It really could have been anything. And when we were first talking about starting, everything from a laundromat to a coffee shop was on the table as a possibility, but our church doesn't have a physical building. And so we wanted to have a place that not only our church members could be present during the week, but also that neighbors could come and where there could really be an interaction between all those people. And so coffee really is just an excuse to get to know folks in the community, and it's actually a really good way to do it in Seattle.
And I guess, did anyone have any experience in coffee when you guys opened this? Or how did you guys,
Some experience for sure, but the two gals who actually worked with our pastor to start the shop initially maybe had been baristas in college, but they went through a lot of training with our roaster at the time and met with several other coffee shops in the area, and folks were really receptive and open to kind of helping to train and kind of grow up our fairly inexperienced staff. And Alyssa now is the current manager and is kind of going through that same process all over again of really working with our roaster and some other folks in the community that really know and love espresso. And so she's doing a great job of kind of upping our game in the espresso world again, but really by using the connections that we have with other folks in the coffee community in Seattle.
And have you ever worked with coffee before? Were you a barista before?
I was a barista before.
Okay,
yeah.
so I guess, working here, were there challenges that were different from wherever else you worked when you came into here, or were there things that you thought you could bring in from your past jobs as a barista?
Yeah, I think, the Green Bean is really unique in that it is a nonprofit, but it's also, so it's like a coffee shop. We really want to do, quality product and all of that, but we also are creating this space that is welcoming for all of our customers to be, really it's okay if they don't buy a cup of coffee, they can just hang out here. And so it's like this balance of being a business, but then also a center for, people just hang out. And so I feel like I've brought in my experience of being a barista in a high pace, let's have the best coffee in town kind of place.
Definitely.
But also I care a lot about the interpersonal part of it. All of that, so.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And I guess for people who are planning on opening up a cafe, what are some tips that you could give them that you've learned here, that you've learned in your past experience? And if they want to do something like you guys, if they want to do something split, not just strictly just coffee, what are some tips that you could give them?
I think that something that I'm learning right now is that you need to have a focus, a certain goal or something that makes you different, I guess, than other places. And the Green Bean is really special in that I think it encompasses a lot of different things. So it's the focus is really community, and that is a pretty broad term, but I think having a clear kind of goal and mission.
Oh, definitely.
Something else that I would say that we've definitely learned by trial and error is just the importance of buying good equipment.
Yes.
We've tried to do it with used secondhand stuff, or we've tried to buy home quality equipment, and especially now that we're as busy as we are, the home quality toaster oven dies in 2 months, and the home style microwave dies in 3 months, and it's just figure out a way to buy stuff new and buy industrial quality from the beginning, or you end up paying just as much in repairs and replacement down the line.
And checking the warranties on those things.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to fix it when it dies?
Don't void the warranty.
That's good.
Cool. Anything else?
Anything else you'd like to share with us? How's the community welcome you in your new place? Because this is a lot bigger than your small cafe before. Are you getting a lot more people coming in? You're a lot more visible too.
We're a lot more visible. We've discovered that being on a walkable route rather than on a primarily, cars zipping by has made a huge difference. And we're consistently twice as busy as we were before. So I think some of that was the media coverage we got after the fire.
Definitely.
And I think some of it is just, 6 or 7 years now of investing in the community. We're known by the businesses, we're known by the people that live here. So there's a lot of relational investment and I think a lot of loyalty as a result of that. So we felt really warmly received. And in the midst of, an economic time where a lot of shops are shutting down, we feel really grateful to be doing as well as we are.
We have our register area where our customers come and order, and then right next to it is the bar. All of our syrups and coffee is stored down here, and then our La Mazorco, really awesome machine, and then
Okay. And you
easy.
guys do you do coffee and stuff, but you also offer quite a bit of food.
Yes.
As well.
We have a really actually awesome menu.
Okay.
We have this is our kitchen area. We're not a full functioning kitchen, but we do have like an oven, toaster oven, a grill, that sort of thing.
Okay.
We have a baker who's here during the weekdays, does all of our quiches, and we do all pastries, stuff like that.
Okay.
So we also do our homemade soups, which has become a new popular item,
Cool.
especially in the fall. So we just kind of look around. You can see the space. We have different Artists of the Month display artwork on the walls, and we sell different merchandise from some other vendors, usually going toward a good cause.
Okay. So are they mostly they're independent artists and stuff, and are they are the proceeds going to a charity or?
Yeah, for the nonprofit, we have a nonprofit of the month board, which every month we support a different nonprofit.
Okay.
50% of our tips will go towards that at the end of the month. So
cool.
That's been a really cool program for the community, as well as internationally. And then our Artists of the Month are just different artists. This month, though, is actually another nonprofit, so they're featuring their AIDS awareness this month. So
cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
All right.
We also have a kids area over there for
fun.
moms. And,
Cool.
Yeah.
So this is your second cafe field trip. What did you think?
Well, this is a lot different from Andrew's cafe, just because it was all about kind of a nonprofit feel. Like this is a community center, not just a cafe, just for coffee.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of a place for the neighborhood to go, people to socialize. So that's what I kind of liked about them is this is a place for you to hang out. We'll serve you great coffee, but we'll also be a place for you to go to.
I liked it that she was sort of you don't actually have to buy coffee to be here, that it's sort of building that element of it as well. I think most cafes are about community, but it's kind of cool they have a lot of stuff that they do, and she was saying that they contribute 50% of their tips every month to their featured nonprofit, which I think is really cool.
And what I also like was the fact that it's not like anyone's being pushed out of there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space, but it's also you could just hang out.
And it was a McDonald's.
It was a McDonald's.
See, talk about reappropriating something that, you might think is going to be a blight on the community.
Sustainable.
Exactly. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Thanks, Allison.
Thanks, Kat.